J-Roll Beats.
Hello, Abusiafo. Me my work Babakul Entertainment GH with me and Mr. Shell, and we are opportunity to meet you once again for another exciting episode of Eddie Cool Show. God bless you. So always stick in and then stay in. Right after this quick breather, I introduce to you my topic for the day and the people I'm having this discussion with. Alright, so Bio, as you can see, our guests are ready for this discussion. And then we have Pastor Nanayao, we have CD, and then we have Ajua. 0205841919 if you want to reach out to Cool Entertainment GH. And then if you are an upcoming artist or already built artist and then you want to record music, we have a masterclass studio over there that will help you in recording. Just call 0205841919. Call, WhatsApp, either way it goes. My name is Mr. Shaw. So today we are asking that between our pastors and our family elders, which of them have the upper hand in our marital issues? Obema new chop money will fee, me reporting my hine. Obema sorry or bonny, you me reporting my hine. Or bounce sorry and no the dent asema or ban be year to fem no Obema ni who penani ye machine. It's de be a brand ye bruno, Issues like this, which group of people should we report to? Our pastors or our family members? Elders. And then we have opportunity to have a pastor in this discussion. So it's me do shasi.
Okay. That's it for the opportunity given.
You're welcome.
From Pachambasi Mamechiamu. Topic where I know you're doing. Now, because of baby, I'm ministry, Munti. Maybe I know be a couple of years and make a summer.
Yeah.
But our real Beshas here. You'll be a friend a counseling session on, let's say, Ebia and your Christo our real semniaka. But say a Christo more worry in your can. And yeah, we look at what do you call counseling session. Counseling session is so a pastor no and a being in pastor need 2 hours for.
Okay.
Because ye 2 for Christo. Ye wo efie efutuo ene ye wo efie efutuo no parents ene ebusuafo na edema ene ye wo Kristo mu efutuo a yensu ye dema ebra wo kwa aware.
But before you continue, what is the difference between sa efutuo menu asemia okay?
Won say efie efutuo no ye ebia maame no itu ne baafo se okwa efie adeyo but also what you see. If you add your any star ube keep you kunu any sign your man. I don't know ye or more experience or more our real moon. And I say bia or more we are uncle ye no and whom a foot to our mother mouth. A dear jow coin say okoi. Shany a 2 me she may know papa sitting him.
Okay.
Say you say you shany see na part 2 and among a bebo. I don't need a fear for 2. Nenso eba no Kristo mu efutu a ye wo ne ekwan a e wo se okristo ni ofa so se unhu a aware mu a if you find yourself in marriage there are some directions you need to take, there are some things you need to do as a Christian husband or a Christian wife, and that advice can be given you only by your pastor because he stands as an altar. In any time our real person, whether a field, whether a sorry, there is a representation of whatever altar. Or no be ishra our reason. Into nenye a bushia for the shra our reason, a also for the shra our reason. Back in the days of Adam, Yankupon the shra on the eve our reason. A mom commands they need to go through. I remember saying me Bible school maybe sir question be to date me nya answer. Say ade ntina ye be warrior ye call altar so e call vows but ye break your warrior, ye court. It's a good question.
Yeah.
Because what happens to the vows now wako altar so akokan. Akwa say busum ni awako ne busum so akwa kan din si akanta say ade we say ni say. Say ade no waka so we ntumi am forfeit here. I was so call back echo rebet and I so echo ye nyoma bi. But why is it that we go to the court? Although you sign it our court to friends saying ebe chere say ebi ya worry emra bi dance yes ya worry but vows now what can in this way but also what you say e chere say Christo mu no oba marriage no nya ade a ukwa ye sign yechi according to scriptures ukwa wakomu forever and ever it was say efutu obi as a pastor no me de be ma na emma won sign wechi in free mu me ma wunya santia say ade na wo kɔ no ye nkɔ nsan yechi. These are some of the things uhu wo be ma mu a embo aware me pa cho so what you say but say we hu sa ade no na say wo so betina ho a enya aware na wo kɔ no menya sra so ma mu a ense say wo san wechi. That is the procedure of the counseling session.
Okay. So are you talking from the Christian point of marriage?
Yes, that's where I stand.
Okay.
Because traditionalists, I don't know what it entails. I don't know your
What about if it happens to be a general point of marriage? Because we know say if it's general, then the actual marital rights, is the engagement, the traditional one.
No, even Christianity cry engagement. Because we don't have Christian wedding. Wedding, I quite say white wedding you can adapt here.
Yeah.
But and they're not omo wedding they don't do engagement. Whites don't do engagement. Wedding white one na they omo engagement. If I just what I say. But we have chosen say you be traditional rites and go and perform some in church.
Okay.
But under normal circumstances, anka we engagement ni we no ehun hia say anka obaka akọbọ kabia because the ehun hia say there is a representation of an altar blessing the marriage. It we ofie na we nya osofo ama na hira so na anka enu anu no. But Ghana for ni su atra nti ye bibia ye yakọ adapt obi culture dey aba be kan ye dey on. Nti na ama ye kọ we no but the essence of going to church, getting a man of God to declare blessings onto it.
Right.
So that whatever vows, because vows in the crown, a bad problem at all. Because all can't some who didn't see I can't tell when I'm no. To me inside which a seminar worker. So that to do expert. That is the only thing that can separate you people. It's who could rim and nothing down here, pastor. But you saw what you say. Yes. It's pastor will counsel you on what you are going into. Sana unya do tiko rema. Say a bro na obi receive ya. Who say pastor ne catch you say obema no or a start a boa to move. But send your mbam beka no or draw a framini. Into those two framini na unya ko rem na weni bia.
All right. So let's go to CD and then find out what he's been jotting so far. CD, what have you been jotting? Because me who say what tropa.
Yeah, I'm really making some points. I feel 4 out of 4 each young. The way I say that in young quite said you discuss marriage. So for me know you know baby, but 80% me know you good. Also for the what you man say we should also be away. Me knew ni imagine no. Me knew ni emodete this same bia.
Oh, say some obisa na me answer you man ka say
me meti ya no na me dey me kire ma.
Okay, chawa do dey kosi fushi.
Because ebusuya any asori dey difference wom. Ebusuya na wo mo ba. Na mo agya ware. Nti wo dey obehwe nkwan me dey no. Na nam say awai na kwa say namesom any ebusuya som me nka bosom som because me ka bosom som na kwa say mimi hu ni say makoji bosom na and I say but some no na e dey okwa aware but it's a family and an institute sana me fan or a belief into no a two Christian belief and then a family no dey na ko say be ma no agina to na also for make say okay say busa fa agina to mu dia me dia ni say me hira so amam but futuo na wo ho say na wo kan no ho na me say me me no ya adwene futuo ni say bibia wo ko no pe ana wo mpe o me pe o pe dia indie me hira so amam but ebi mu so fa ni say o make say so for hwem ma me say aware na me ya na say enye so me ke busa fa ka kire wo say aware ne kwan wa nti enya agina to me die agina to ba wo oba na wo kwakotena na say wo be ma na kwakotena ho bibia me ka say me no nya adwene ni say chinchinachi so for this man can final na che say be ma aware nya asembe mu a untumi ko busuan o je so dan so for na asemba dia na say busuan po no shawa obetumi age ana so untumi I don't know if you are getting me. You don't get me.
The phrase, I'm
yeah, I quite say a man be more warrior. They see their pastors as their everything than the family.
Okay.
That is my problem.
A man be.
Majority of them. Omo mo penya me so mpa no. Okoni asofo. Okoda asofo. Kutreka na oso. Abori na oso. Critical issues ebeba na nko so ko hu busuafo ne busuafo tran se kan wasem no da bi. Onfo busuafo ne nyehwe. Ori e wo wie. That is where the problem comes from. But what must say? So why is it always like suffer, but they take the family out of the issue? But as somebody with some puno dia, not just say suffer na ere. You could face that issue.
Okay. So can I come in?
So this is man. That's what I mean. No one but pay your.
Now I can better me church here. Baby, I work.
But what would you not say? Without the church or without the pastor, marriage cannot hold.
Was that what you meant?
At all.
Okay.
But we are speaking it
in a general.
Per what is happening now, because we are educating the public.
Yeah. So it's a general.
You can't go away from the family. Do you get it? But my role as a church or a pastor, the role you play in marriage should be like, to me, like 20%. You guide the person.
That's the counseling section.
That's the counseling section. You see why?
Na about blessing the marriage.
Blessing in there say so for need there say what in the correction na Asia so amano. Ye bu ya mbu so for the Indian say tena ho sa ejawa na so pe. But e bi gina so say omu nko na emu omu nko a ho na yenya problem kakra no wo. Nti na ma family na ebusua no ntantawa be mu wo.
Okay.
But so what my answer na say
I think Nana doesn't want to agree with what you are saying,
yes.
But then Opeso clarify something.
Yeah. Okay,
Adwa so kasa kasa. Adwa, you see, on say CD kasa no, or say there are some ladies who idolize their pastors more than their husbands. If I'm right.
their husbands and the family as a whole.
What I said, just say omo suffer no more than ebusuan omo free mobile. What can you say about that? What can you obey?
I want to greet all our viewers out there, and for what CD was saying, you know, say we kind of cry, the all kind, you know, 50-50.
In what sense?
No cry, and no cry.
Okay.
Or say maybe, but I can't majority, and I mean funny. In a sense, say, so oba a worry, now like, I don't know how like. When a woman gets married and that woman understands the meaning of marriage and understand the meaning of family, everything, you know, before us, our never call ni busunya and na ni pastor or discuss it with the husband. So or shena mean or munya solution before it be a mube call a busunya. Na say a call a busunya na ye nya solution then to the pastor.
Okay.
In this crofo nyina amabo mudino. So be anya solution. That is when it's nyina as a pastor, the wife and the husband and then the family heads no, they come together as one. So I'm be finding solution. But some see the can say maybe idolizing their pastors and some man like who almost like everything my pastor first, forgetting what the Bible says. Everything my pastor said, they all kind, daddy kind. Was it daddy or CD? I don't know. Caterer can or see hey, or call washroom or see pastor, or soon diabony or say pastor. Forgotten say or pattern a bit, like sorry, or pattern a beer or bet meaning. I like
I share
yes. In the meaning for me, you know, say nyama we you know. For me, what I'll say is say me invite you busuya into my marriage, and I'm inviting the pastor into my marital issue. They
shouldn't involve themselves.
Yes, they don't have the right.
But what say you want somebody be so on one? It's beyond measure. And
that is what I'm saying. Say me to me and I mean kunu nyina ye to me before we invite you. Now say ye to me crap na e ka say ye invite me nyina. You have no right.
Okay, wait in the sense about no family side when I won't say okwa worry no. You will be an age now with you.
Yeah.
So for you to say if you haven't involved them, they shouldn't involve themselves, no. Don't you see there is something wrong with that?
I don't think there is something wrong in a sense. Families maybe involve you or mukakra. Then they want to take over. They want to take charge. Instead of America say me frewa. You have no right. Say they be men can't say like worry the mother or the father have no right to come to your marital home. You do have all the right. But
you have to call.
Yes, you have to inform.
Yeah.
I want to mean sorry I say me, but no.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Nana.
What's it?
Time for clarification.
What's it? CD Casano or can I say? I think maybe one getting me right. I'm not saying that we should idolize our pastors.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that we should lord our pastors over our husbands or something. Bible am I at here say Obama.
No. Ye husband if free.
No, that's I'm
yeah, I agree.
From where
but yeah, let ye past husband if free, then call family and then the church.
Okay, so family and church.
Yeah.
Bible okay. Coming up with this. Bible am I at here say Obama uti ye Christo. Obama oba uti ye ukunu. But just what here say.
Come again.
Obama uti ye Christo. Oba uti ye ukunu. So what here say. What the Bible meant in say, you the man respect Christ. The woman respect your husband. Senior Mrs. Takano fair. If there is an issue in the marriage, try and trash it out between you and your husband. A bro swore, you don't even go to your family first because family na emienu. Imagine say, Obano and that's Obama side, abosomsum for. Now Obama side ye Christo. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Would the emphasis say practical example? Yawari, a bamba. Do you understand? When you're in what's not trashing it out, we need to get help. Maybe I try all medical we need you. And then you be. Do you understand? Then it means that what is happening is spiritual. Now, as it has become spiritual, Oko family advise me, you know, baby. Yenko, sorry. Let's go and seek the face of God. Or Binim.
Also for me.
Sumbi Nimbia obey to me Amayeba.
Boy, okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So the first call should be your pastor. Which should be agreed between the couple. Say, this is the direction we want to go. See a call near Bompire, ye can't be bia, but as you have gone to the pastor, your family should be aware that these are the directions you are taking. Just for them to know, say, you are taking, especially Obama side, the mommy, auntie, says, I didn't know worry for this number of years. A bamba, your man. You have to let them understand that you are working on it. Sana problems every on the moment. Mesa can say, be say, or a friend saying, who parents crab every city. Yeah, it should be agreed between you and your husband. Say they should come. So in Santi, I say now, because now because you and parents, it's your mom, bra. It's not right. But just what I say. I don't know to me if our pastor and better him say, but your daddy, me but your my wife, you say, my wife, my miss your best right. Me man and bra, na me man and ba. So, no one call us him. And only should be between you
and your wife or
and
husband.
your wife. And tia say ne ba. Boom. But if assembly choir spiritual pay, unya the choir in the family problem beba. Because we won't we will be or call binyambwa, we will be or call binyambwa. Ebia baby on bekwa ko nyambwa no. Eni musum embo. So ube siki advice from obi a obema o Kristo adwin because our real no call and mo de ko share Kristo nsa. Man fa ko share ebusuan nsa. Although ebusuan edi like edi dance here say yes our Arabia koso. Nenso our real e share Kristo nsa. It wenya obi a owo Kristo mu ntiase a obema o sa council na. Na o ko dan ebusuan e di problems ne beba.
Okay.
But also what I say. I'm not saying that we should laud your friend saying we should make our pastors like God. We should idolize them like some people do. No, that one there is not advisable. And now, pastor bia me when you come to me with your marriage issue, I'll ask yourself, say, have you spoken to your husband? If you're a wife and you come. If you're a husband and you come. Ebia ukunoabo. Imagine say ukunoabo. Na wako ye na ebusia oba ma no ebusia oba no ebusia oba ma na ebusia no be defend your moba
because omunim
o ya ade e yanka ombo oba no so we no so be defend ne ba no e na ukunu we no obo ne ba no. But when you go to a pastor no he stands as a mediator
or as a neutral person.
Yes, at least he will give ears to you, weigh the two, see where the fault is from and meet that issue. But enya ko ebusiam pe na me ba no ntisa and they obi abe rise on the defense. But also what I say, imagine say what worry ukunu ni wunda. Inti what worry ukunu ni wunda no wakoko na wakoko ka chere your friend say o ma me say mama me ne bikunu worry on fan ho nka me da.
So for chechemu ye kan ye.
Wako ebusian ho. What say? We dem me can be not me can no atrim. Oh. Wako ye na ebusian. Now obema no so ye free ebusian say yembra ne yembe kan asem na. Argument be because we so adentina.
O de ma asem aba ebusian fie.
Na ko ye problem.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Baby amudi ko dan osofo a anko no be hwe baby a we ni obebisa nsem on try say or side one side say okay I didn't no he will try to look at it from the foundation. Then of course, so have you done your test? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes, which is all part of the counseling session. Answer now by worry when you go they ask you say go for test. That's fertility test, HIV test, this and your money. It's unko worry be we be can change to be man na me is. So what you say?
Yeah.
No work at you son of a man come worry go is or the is a man. Do you understand? What's the wage war we busiani?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see this one.
Yeah, so for I'm happy you are here. And now questions I'm better at how no crime.
Oh, bisa.
Because I'm getting to understand it somewhere. But this is where I want to understand. Sorry no. You ever worry now quite sorry wa miss me quite sorry wa. In a worry. But worry I think we normally marry in the ladies' church, right?
Yes.
To worry about sorry, me parami ba sorry, me more sorry. And I say asama ba
you worry oba na. And no if you give them but under normal circumstances, it's oba any join no.
Oh, be man no.
So funny. I say who fan will fear
Sure.
That means the infant is about joining my sorry.
Yeah.
But see now my example I worry I want ma. Oba ka catch the suffer. Say bia I want emba o. Me no what e di ho nkomo. We busa for your way say normally na man e mema ni tanya pressure no more. Ke na da wo. Me so
mba mu.
Ti wonim say eba be ma de o ma me pet nana. What is it? Into all canon, we don't say a bema because Abia Moko, you can now watch you do what that. Until you say can king, the band only problem. Abia Navy Bema also at that time. But I want to mean Canada, the best was or ban name. The pressure no cost Anna, Obama catch a million so forth. But me who be a hand me who say, what's a man or air most they are closer to the pastors. Until I did remember this so man.
A money be.
Baby now.
A money be.
Baby now you're close to the pastors. So they side with the pastors more than.
It all boils down to doctrine. I sorry being in church say marry from the church.
Yeah.
Good.
If you go and marry an external person, you always get problem. Me, I've heard a pastor be on TV saying it. And he said emphatically, said, Unim na one worry of fear, I say now ko worry about thing, worry a baby. So a church was it where's our power?
Yeah. It puts fears into them and they have to go by it.
If you are under a congregation like this, a pastor now confess baby say go so worry no one bumpire, no one worry in fear sorry anymore. There's a higher tendency say baby. Because altar be akasa. And you submit to the altar. But also what you say? Aha. You see, a ban is na curse no the amount indirectly no. But anka Christo sumuni die. Say oko wa sorry. But oko sorry. Oko sorry.
Me quite sorry.
Oh, but if I say me example.
Yeah, Matia say but me quite sorry.
Okay, you see, oko sorry A. Now me call sorry B. The underlining statement they say ye Christo for. Ye ti Christo. Do you understand?
Yeah.
We are all rooting out of one stem. Do you understand? As branches. Inti anka den na ebo ne say Christo ni eko warrior. It was a problem bem. But because of doctrine, any diversity in our sermons near preaching chair congregation, this is where the problem stands. Okay. But under normal circumstances, oh yeah, sorry A, na oba ebe warrior sorry B.
It's still the Christian fraternity.
Christian. So uncle worry traditionalists, no uncle worry we anka, and this is a problem ever because pastors no, omunyina omushe Christo ase.
Nti patrol. Ti say ban say aware no akwa
a Christopher.
Christopher worry.
And say under what we are discussing there, a pastor
and then family members, elders.
Say anka traditionalists be mudi anka.
Ebusia no mu de see fa. Aware no baby ebusia de see fa.
Ebusia
onya worry bi asa.
Say e be gina amachi worry ene mo worry ye na ewie ye na ebusia na
esi wo wa.
Debi o mama mi brem kakra. Ebusia ende say oba ne be ma worry a. When they get married, ebusia ne yin ni ntim nche. Just say omuda reserve. Men kanisa because say amumienu na amaware no. Most mo kwahye mo ebusia ase. Inti we say yema mo sa chance, the opportunity to experience things on your own. Inti say ebusia ka say de bia mi be mu, you never learn. I don't know if you are getting me.
I understand.
Yeah, you never learn. Inti yen ka say omo ware pe eno anu ebusia de mu bi. Ebusia bebem, but at the latter end, when the family is needed, they will come.
Until I saw you play the rest of the room.
No, you can't start sorry and play the rest of the room. They are calling you.
We are saying that, okay. Who comes is a problem.
So come about. My argument Anopa obeko Bible class. If I say we are obeko Bible class. Enyumre obeko the meku. Ahumachi obeko prayer deben tower. What I say. So see, what I'm saying is the fact. Nka yembro mbravo ne komo nya sa mami fo pini fo komo nya sa mbayo no Moses no omo ma fa so na so omuti so sei ye kai omo nke bio.
What's it?
I've seen it, no. I've felt it.
Where you are coming in, right? I get it. But you see, I say you're drifting from the main way. We are talking about issue because so what kind of married people share Bible say who husband say be a pastor not because of spirituality say be for 1 week and I say for 1 month you have to indulge in some spiritual activity like fasting, separation be to fast and prayer. Well, you need to agree with your wife. Need to agree. Say, okay, for 1 month I will stay away from you without sex.
Oh, you are.
According to scriptures. So we hear auntie as say we now boycott now yes our activity now. It won't yield the fruit you want according to scripture.
Really?
Yeah.
Since America will say it's all teachings.
I've not heard it before.
Say if you don't worry, it won't go counseling session.
If you counseling now to
Ebia, me my counseling.
Oh no, we are
but if you could do counseling session now, and I'll bet it. Do you understand? But that is the reality. Boom. It is a if you want to do something, you need to agree as husband and wife. That is the teachings the Bible is telling us to give to our married people.
Okay, so in your point of view, you think pastors have the upper hands in our marriages?
Yes.
More than the family elders. And then what are you also saying? That the family elders have the upper hand. And what are you also saying?
Both parties don't.
Both parties, they don't. So it's more or less like you are playing a neutral role. Okay, so give your final words.
My final words are with this is all about marriage, so it goes to the married people out there. So
and the people who are also aspiring to be married couples.
Okay, thank you. Sebanawaria, it's all about the husband and the wife. Like I said earlier, the family, the pastor, they all comes in when they are needed. And what said Bibi like issue kitwe bi na yadwane ko busia pastor said the pastor kano ebusia mienu na abahie mu nti oba ne ka se me ko me pastor ho sorry me ko me busia ho a e the issue beba be ma no so say me ko me me ebusia ho a e the issue beba so better no se mo hwe na issue no muntumi handle a mumma ebusia nti ase se asem we ye de se ebe ye okay mpo a obusia mienu obusia bia woti monfra mienu no monfo mo ntena se na mo mo nti asese issue say ni say ye pese ye fa koto ye pastor ni no or like on share mind that way I think that would be better.
Okay, CD, your final word.
Oh, for my final word, the mechanic so for hand me down kana but mechanic because we here is beyond me because truth must be told. He is a pastor, he sees more than I do. And they meeting up more of practical things and stuff. But what I would say is that a man and a woman try to understand yourself before it goes beyond the wall. If not, cook and never also. I think that would be the best than any other thing. And son, family and that's very important.
All right, thank you, Pastor.
Okay, Mr. Kakram, Mr. Vidvicha to and say, ebusia ye. Was so. Obi ani ho beka se me was asase so ameni ebusia ebusia ye nenso se odi awo yin ma je se ebi a wo yire ni meduane no a no akwa kire wo ma me se wo yire ni odi you na see the mess you have caused
did sa
me pa cho so ati ase because answer na ye be kwa blast wo yire ni kwa wo fie no wo cry de be face me cho so ati ase nti e wo se wo hu anamo a obetu na pastors no so ye hu bebi a ye gina na ye members ba ye hu counselor ye be mom ma ye yi ebusuan free the whole picture mu emma ebusuan ni locate say omuhu ni mfaso e wa aware ni. That is what a lot of pastors do, but emboa aware because nyansa bi wo ho a e wo se wo kofie na wo konya sa nyansa no e wa aware mu. Na wo pastor no e wo se wo na wo tumi tu saafo no say munko hu mo parents na mo pantu o meni because ebia solution to ade no e ebusuani mu no benya answer na free. The only time you the pastor you will pass a judgment I call for Christo no e Christo mu efutu a wa wo hwa o mo de bobra e bebo o nti both parties no ni nyina agina oyere ni okunu no so mu make sure say any decision e be call ebusuan na pastor on mu menya santi ase no I don't know enkoye say okay ko report ma o maame na me so me ko report ma me maame And then the Clash of the Titans. Well, only me busy. Fire.
Okay. So the me pese me kan nyina na, you know, or makano, what I say. But then if you talk about marriage, marriage goes a long way than we think. You know, a lot of people call it journey of no return because of the exchange of vows and the rest. But then if it happens to be an abusive one, you stay put.
True.
And then the other thing I also want to say is that between the pastors and then the family members, family elders, realistically, if we have to speak like candidly, speaking fact, before the marriage was family. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. And sana call for our na ebusia honum. And which people even agreed said the couple should come together and marry, the family elders or the family members. And you know, if there should be anyone who should have an upper hand in someone's marriage, it should be the family elders. Because ebusia ejina wechi ema woye enyama bia opese woye. When the pastor is done with his or her part and then the person is gone, the family is still there to protect you. What I say. So if there is someone to come in, that is, I'm saying if, because there's a clause there. If there is someone to come into your marital life, you know, there are issues you can send to pastors. They are not ferrying in couples, you know, they will listen to say uknud wadane punching bag and then bro. You know, you can run to your pastor, and because of ferry and how see a ferry pastor needs to know, the person may decide to listen. Maybe only chop money and all that, but it's arguable. I get it, but that's the fact. Alright, so this is Cool Entertainment G Asian. My name is Mr. Show. The show you are watching is Educo Show. Thank you, and thank you to you out. And thank you to myself too for making